alamute mwane kuvechi potenensansa. Alamute mwane kuvechi potenensansa. Wabantu bose mfetimbila esabakanya kubekala chalo. Wabantu bose mfetimbila esabakanya kubekala chalo. Ichibemba chajilanda musosero ya chiko utwala kabwingi alatona ula. Okutekesa kabane chinakala abantu bose muchalo nechumatabila. Ichibemba chajilanda musosero ya chiko utwala kabwingi alatona ula. Okutekesa kabane chinakala abantu bose muchalo nechumatabila. Namwetu ulushishote shakuchalo wateni mitima ya kukwana. Mwetu ulushishote shakuchalo wateni mitima ya kukwana. Mwetu kulondoloka kano pali ukulanda ukuyata shikuchalo nishikwaisa. Ukutekesa kama netina nkala kulaleto kutengelo kukwana. Ivinju kulondoloka kano pali ukulanda ukuyata shikuchalo nishikwaisa. Ukutekesa kama netina nkala kulalete chipotelo kukemwana. Wanazishani mose mwewa mzambia wateni mitima ya kukwana. Wanazishani mose mwewa mzambia wateni mitima ya kukwana. Jela sina kasoko kontini ilengesha batu bakapya ukusula. Ukongela mamoba nechina kala kulaleto kuyakashi kuchito Yesu. Abantu bamano yose babombela kamo bantu mukwengatana ekukula ushukwa batunono babingita kumwe inebane ababene ekumelele. Good evening, Zambia. Good evening, United Kingdom. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching us this moment in time. And good evening, my hometown, Luansha. I hope we are all doing very well back there. My home is always home, as we always say. My name is Frank Saliki, coming to you this evening live from Gloucester, England. Welcome to Thursday Night Motivation with Frank Saliki on TV Bakwetu. I know there's so many burning issues at the moment that people want to discuss, but Thursday night at 2100 hours is motivational time. It's a time we step away from politics. It's time that we get to think about our lives. And this is what I aim for. One thing that I believe is that we are all engineered for success, designed for accomplishment, engineered for success, and endowed with a seed of greatness. That we were all put on this earth for a purpose. God did not put us on this earth without a purpose. We're here for a reason. There's a reason why we're here. There's a reason why we exist right now. I read the statistic the other day that says the odds of you being born right now, the moment you were born, the moment you've been born, the time you were born, from the parent you're born to, is 600 trillion to 1. 600 trillion to 1. So you're a special human being designed to come and do special things. Most of the time, we never realize these special things. We never realize that we got something special to give. And I think the world could be a better place if we were all operating at our best level, if we were doing the things that we were put on earth to do. We were here. We're all here for a reason. And my aim on Thursdays is to encourage you to really dip into your purpose, to really dig deep into your purpose. Do the things that you were born to do. So many people are not happy with their lives because they've never done the things that they can do. I read a book that said, all you can do is all you can do. But the problem with so many people is they never do all they can do. These are the purpose. So that's the purpose of Thursday night, to really look at what we can do as human beings, to really see if we can really dig into our well of purpose, should I say. So today I picked a topic. I picked 4 things that really changed my life. In 2007, I got my high school exams, my high school results, and I remember opening the envelopes and I had failed. But a few minutes after finding out I'd failed my high school exams, I set a goal to go to university, and that changed my life. I realized that I could do something special with my life. I realized that I got a talent that I can give if only I could go out there and really cultivate on that talent. That is the one thing that changed my life. The 4 elements I want to talk to you about this evening. The first element is passion. The second element is belief. The third element is strategy. And the 4th element is find your why. Find your why. So those are the 4 elements I want to talk to you about. Passion. If you were ever going to succeed at anything, you have to have real passion about that thing. You have to be excited about that thing. That thing has to excite you. The problem with so many people is they don't have anything that excites them. They don't have anything that they wake up for. They've got nothing that they wake up for. When they wake up in the morning, how do you feel? Do you feel excited? Do you feel like you're really looking forward to doing the things that you're going to do? You have to have something that is your passion. When you're passionate about something, you're going to constantly do it. I'm passionate about writing. I'm passionate about motivating other people. And I'm constantly working on these things. I'm making blogs. And when I'm writing, sometimes I'm writing 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm still writing because I'm passionate about it. Nobody has to push me to do these things. I just get up and do them. I don't need motivation, as a lot of people say. I need motivation to get up. You need passion to be able to get up and do those things. So I ask you this evening, what are you really passionate about? What are you really passionate about? Because if you're not passionate about anything, you're never going to succeed at anything. In order to be a success in anything, it has to be something that you're really passionate about. The people who do the things that they do them because they are passionate about it. And because they are passionate about it, they're going to do anything that needs to be done in order to get those things. Some people are just not passionate enough about life. Some people they just do not have that excitement when they wake up, when doing the things that they do. I'm involved in human resources. And a lot of my friends laugh at me when I'm talking about human resources, because human resources can be dry and boring. But whenever I talk about human resources, I'm excited. It's my passion. I'm passionate about it. That's why I did a degree in it. That's why I did a master's degree in it, because I'm passionate about it. And whenever I'm talking about human resource, you can see the passion in me. And my friends, this is what I want to see in people's lives when they're talking about their dreams. How passionate are they about their life? How passionate are they about changing their lives? People who say, I just want to change my life. That's not exciting. I just want to do something better for my life. What's even that? What is better? What's doing better for your life? Is Is it getting 100 kwacha more a month, 1,000 kwacha more a month, £100 more a month? Is that better? Or is it waking up and doing the things that you love, feeling you're in control? My friends, we only live once. Well, I'll rephrase that. We die once, we live every day. However, it's important in this life that we're doing the things that we love. We're waking up and doing the things that we want. When we were kids, we used to dream, but the harsh realities of life has taken us away from those dreams. We started saying, you know what, it just doesn't work. Sometimes it's luck. Luck is what happens when opportunity meets preparedness, by the way. Now, being passionate on itself will not mean you're going to be successful. Now, Frank, you just talked about you have to be passionate about everything. Now you're telling us being passionate about it, being passionate does not mean you're going to be successful. This is where I bring in the second element. So I was passionate about going to university, but what did I need to get me a step closer? Belief. I needed to believe my goal. I needed to believe that that dream was possible for me. I needed to believe that Frank Saliki, the high school failure, can turn his life around and go to university within 6 years and graduate with first-class honors. I needed to believe that. So this is a second element, belief. There's so many people who are passionate about certain things, whether it's sports, whether it's writing, whether it's fashion design, whether it's art, whatever you want. There's some people are passionate and they're really passionate about those things, but they never do them. Why? They never believe them. They never believe they can achieve them. They can't see it for themselves. Now, here's where I explain to you one of the most important elements to a successful life. Everything that we have achieved thus far is only the manifestation of what we think we're capable of. A man or a woman can never achieve beyond their thoughts. A man or a woman can never achieve anything beyond their belief system. If a Frank Saliki did not believe he could go to university and graduate, the Frank Saliki would not go to university and graduate. So it does not matter how passionate I am about something. If I simply do not believe I can achieve that particular thing, I can't change anything in my life. Things only begin to change once I start to believe that I can change those things. Things only begin to change once I start to believe that I can achieve those things. Now, Frank, how can I go from not believing that I'm good enough to believing that I'm good enough? Now, from where I was, from setting a goal to go to university, to being passionate about that goal, I needed to believe that that goal was achievable. Okay, I needed to really believe that that goal was achievable. So what did I do? I was constantly studying, and whenever I learned something new, I felt a little bit more confident, and every day I felt more confident. So what happened along the way is the goal that seemed impossible started feeling achievable, and once it became achievable, right? Once it became believable, it became achievable. Every time I did something, the goal became believable. Whenever I achieved the milestone, the goal became believable. The first month I set out that goal, I achieved certain elements. And I felt confident. I felt good about myself. I said to myself, right, now I'm on my way. I can achieve this. So I made this goal believable. And that's what you want to do. You want to make your goal believable, because if you do not believe that goal, you will never transform your life. You will never change your life. Listen, my friends, none of us wake up every single day to do something that we think we're going to fail. No student will wake up and study from 3 o'clock in the morning and with their belief that they're going to fail. We human beings do not operate that way. Anything that we think we can't achieve, we never do. And that's why so many people never succeed, because they never really believe that they're capable of. Now, the second element when it comes to belief is, where does that belief come from? Where does that belief, the belief about yourself, where has it come from? A lot of the beliefs has been about what other people have said to us, what our parents have said, what our relatives have said, what our teachers have said. So most of the time we pick up these belief systems because of what other people say. So Frank Saliki said to go to university. One teacher says, do you want to just take a job in a supermarket instead because that will suit you? So most people would have believed that. Most people would have stayed away. But I said, I wanted to explore this. I wanted to see if I can achieve some milestones. And the moment I achieved my milestones, I felt excited. My passion grew and my belief grew. Because all of a sudden, this goal of going to university was starting to become believable. So when it comes to your goals, these are the things that you want to do. Go and explore what you can do. Go and explore what you can achieve. Don't look around you and say, you know what, I've never done it before, or it's never been done before. Before 1964, the common belief was that man could not run a mile in under 4 minutes. Then Roger Bannister came along. Roger Bannister ran the mile under 4 minutes. And since then, 40,000 people have done it. Why? Because they went into the race believing that if somebody else can do it, so can they. And my friends, this evening, what I'm trying to really impact on your lives is, if other people can achieve greatness, so can you. Most of the time when we start our journeys, we look at what other people have done already. I'm thinking of a friend of mine. He was brilliant. He's a brilliant fictional author. His work is absolutely brilliant. But what does he do? He compares his work to the great Robert Ludlum. And he said, you know what? My work can't compare to that. And I remember saying to him, well, when Robert Ludlum started, he wasn't that great. Because you do not have to be great to get started. You have to get started to become great. And your belief in your own abilities will only grow if you believe in yourself. If you take actions, constant action on the things that you want to achieve, help you to believe in yourself, help you to believe in your abilities, help you to see what opportunities are out there. Listen, so many people, when they want to get started, they look at who's going to help me. Who's going to help me with this and the other? Where am I going to find the money? I started writing my book, Arise and Shine, I didn't have any money to publish. I didn't even know how I was going to publish this thing. I sat there day and night passionately writing this thing, but I did not even know where I was going to get the money to publish this thing. I was talking to publishers. And at the time, I just started my working life. So by the end of the month, I have to pay all the bills and all the train money and all the train tickets to go to and from work. I probably had about £10, £20 left in a bank account. Couldn't do a lot with that. And I was talking to these publishers, and they were quoting me all these figures: £3,000, £5,000. I had no money. I had no money to publish a book, but all I did was passionately write about my book. I passionately researched what publishers are there, even though I did not have that money. 2 years after I started writing my book, I did have the money to publish my book. Why did I keep writing? Because I believed in my goal, I believed in my dream, and I believed that things are always going to work out for me. Opportunity is what happens, and luck is what happens when opportunity meets preparedness. So always put your work in every day. Be constant in the actions that you take. Wake up every single day and do the things that you do, that needs to be done. When you do the things that needs to be done, when it needs to be done, the time will come when you'll be able to do the things that you want to do when you want to do them. So we've talked about passion. We've talked about belief. Now, I know people who've got passion, and I know people who've got belief. Some people have got belief that borders on arrogance, right? They're really passionate. They believe in themselves. They really do believe in themselves, but they never succeed. Why? Why is it that a brilliant, talented person who's passionate and who believes in themselves can't succeed? Well, let's go to the third element, strategy. My friends, I don't care how good you are, how passionate you are, how much you believe in yourself. If you use the wrong strategy, you simply can never succeed. There's certain people who have been doing things the exact same way and expecting a different outcome. Insanity is doing something the same way and expecting a different outcome. So you get somebody who's passionate and they believe in themselves, but they're not succeeding. You have to look at the strategy that they're using. What strategy are they using? So I failed my high school exams. I said to go to university. So I'm passionate about this goal. By the first year, I really believe I can achieve. But what the third element that I did is work out my strategy. How do I get to the goal? That's what a strategy is. How do I get to the things that I want? What steps do I need to take to get me to where I want? So at the level I sat down and said, Frank, what do I need to do here to get myself from a high school failure to university graduate in the next 6 years? So my 16-year-old mind has said, right, I need to study all the subjects because I knew that the next year I was going to be choosing A levels. So I need to study all the subjects and I need to work out what subjects are going to be good for me. What subjects are going to get me to the goal that I wanted? And in that year, I studied everything. I'd already made up my mind I was going to do a business degree, but I had to choose other A-level subjects to do. And in that year, when I was receiving exam, I was also studying some A-level subject at the same time, trying to work out what I wanted to do. I had a strategy. And by the time it came to choosing my A-levels, I knew what A-levels I was going to do. I knew what A-levels I was going to do, what A-levels are going to get me to the things that I want. So that's what a strategy is, my friends. What do I need to do to get me to where I want? What do I need to do to get me from where I am right now to where I need to go? So many people work on great things in their lives, but they don't succeed. Why? Because the strategy is wrong. You can be passionate, you can believe in your goal, but with the wrong strategy, you don't succeed. A lot of times, what do we need to start doing? Look at people who have already done the things that we want to do. How do they get to where they are right now? That is one thing that I do when it comes to my career, when it comes to my speaking. What do they do? Who do they speak to? What sort of people do they have around? Looking at the strategies that I use to get me to where I want to be. And you can look at your dreams right now. What do you need to start doing if you're going to go from A to B? From B to C to D? What do you need to start doing? Looking at the strategy and asking yourself, has the strategy that I've been using been propelling me forward or holding me back? You can have the right dream, the right goal, passionate about that goal, really believe you can achieve it. With the wrong strategy, that dream won't take you anywhere. That dream simply won't take you anywhere. So I can be passionate. I remember when we were growing up in the town of Loansha, in around this November, December, we used to plant sweet potatoes, maize, and groundnuts. And around April, May, the tail end of the rainy season, going into May, June, we'll plant vegetables, tomatoes, and everything else. That was like the routine. That's the way it went. Because a lot of those plants will be destroyed if we plant them in the rainy season. If you plant your good tomatoes in the rainy season, they'll probably be destroyed if there's heavy rains. But in the dry season, we used to water them because we can look after them properly. That was the right strategy. But so many people are trying to plant maize and groundnuts in June and trying to plant tomatoes and your nice rep in December and expecting they're going to succeed. So that's what strategy means. What do you need to do and when you need to do it? That's what is going to transform your life. That's what's going to change your life. The fourth element is very, very important. So you're passionate. You're passionate. You believe in yourself and you got a strategy. But why are you not succeeding? There's some people I know, they've got the right strategy, but they never use it. Why? Because it takes work. It takes work to make anything work. For anything to work, you have to work it. For anything to be a success, you have to wake up and do and actually go out there and do the work that needs to be done. And so many people simply do not have the time, the energy to go and do the thing that needs to be done when it needs to be done. They procrastinate on their dreams. They keep shooting on their dreams. I should do exercise more. I should work harder. I should study more. We don't do our shoulds. We always do our musts. When something becomes a must, we're going to do it. When I said I must go to university, I was going to do it. If I said I should probably go to university, I would never have done it. Why are you doing something that you want to do? Now, I go running. I go running every morning. Now, if I wake up in the morning and I look outside the window and there's snow, right? I'm not going running. I'm going to sit back. I'm probably going to make myself a nice hot drink, and then I'm going to pick up one of my books and I'm going to read. I'm not going running. I like exercising, but when it's snow there, I'm not going running. I know Dr. Musha goes running even when it's snowing. But there has to be a reason why. Why does if somebody who's training for an Olympic wake up, see the weather that they see? If I wake up, I look at it and I'm not going running. Somebody who's training for an Olympic wakes up, doesn't even look at the weather, just puts on their running gear and they're off. Because for them, waking up that morning to exercise, they're aiming to go and win a gold medal. That's their why. That's the reason for doing the things that they're doing that particular day. Now, you have to ask yourself, what is your reason why you're doing the things that you want to do? Some people's lives change when they marry. Some people's lives change when they have children. But some people's life never change. They stay the same. Now, you have to ask yourself, what is your why? Why are you doing the things that you want to do? This is what separates the people those who are successful and those who are not. Why do you succeed? Why do you succeed in all of us? I think Dr. Musha would be good. He will tell us why he goes running in the snow. I've picked at him. I've poked him, I have. So why do you do the things? Why do you do the things that you do? Why are you doing the job that you do? What is your why? What's your reason for doing the things that you want to do? Your reason for doing anything becomes your rod and staff that comforts you in difficult moments. Because in difficult times, my friends, there's going to be there's going to be time when life is going to be tough. Let's not walk around the bushes with that one. There's going to be moments when life is going to be tough. When you work hard and things around you keep falling and you need something to keep you going. It's going to be tough. You set up your business and then you passionately do it. Then you believe you can achieve it. Then you go a strategy. Then suddenly the business goes very slow. That's why you need your why. That's why you need your reason for doing the things that you are going to be doing. Why am I doing the things that I'm doing? Why am I waking up every single day and do the things that I want to do? That's where it was. That's where that's where a woman loses her husband. A friend of mine, this happened to, lost her husband. She's got 4 kids to feed. And she was doing 2 jobs and going to university in the evening to do a degree. And you know the reason for that? Because she wanted her children to learn that no matter what happens in life, it's not what happens that is going to determine your life. Your success in the future is how you respond to what happens to you. That was her reason. There's a mother out there who's having to look after 4 or 5 kids at home and doing a degree, and there's a single lady, single man somewhere at home going, I've got no time. Because your why is not big enough. Your why is a reason, is a road and staff that comforts you in difficult moments. If you're ever going to be successful in what we do, always ask ourselves, why do I do the things I do? Why did I go to work today? Because we always achieve our reasons. If your reason to do anything in your life is so that you can pay your bills, I tell you what, you're going to pay your bills. Like I said, we always achieve your must. If your must is I must pay some of the bills, you're going to pay some of the bills, not all of the bills. If your reason for doing something is that you want to pay your bills and some other people's bills, you're going to do that. If your reason for doing something is that you can pay your bills, pay your parents' bill, pay your siblings' bills, you're going to do that. We always do our musts. And these are the things that we have to constantly focus on in everything that you are doing. What is the reason that I'm doing the things that I'm doing? What is the reason that I'm sat this evening talking to you? My reason is that I believe that my why is that I believe that everybody out there deserves to have a great life. Everybody deserves to see the true potential. I was once a kid who was not believed by, who had no one who believed in themselves apart from his mother. I was a kid who was looked at and laughed at because of my eye condition. I was a kid who was told you can never do great things. I was a kid who made a decision to turn my life around, and when the teachers around me looked at me saying, you want to go and work in the supermarket or something? And that's the reason why I do what I do today. Because I truly believe that you got something special. I truly believed you were created, you were designed for accomplishment, you were engineered for success, and you were endowed with a seed of greatness. Some of the things that I've achieved and experienced over the last 5 years, if somebody could have told me that 10 years ago that you'd be doing all these great things, if somebody could have told me that you would have a mentor in Les Brown, that you could pick up the phone and you could ring Les Brown, I could have said, go away. But in believing in the goal, in believing that there's something special, that completely changed who I am, that completely changed my life. And I don't say this to impress you. I say this to impress upon you. Like I was a kid like you. I was a man like you. I was somebody like you who never truly believed in themselves, who never truly saw any potential in themselves. How somebody like you would look in the mirror and wonder why God put me here. And I'm here this evening to tell you that you were born to win. I'm here to tell you that your past does not have to determine your future. Your biography does not determine your destiny. I want you to be passionate about something, passionate about your dream. Have you got a goal in you? Is there a dream that you were working on, a dream that you've packed away? I want you to resurrect that dream. I want you to look at that dream. I want you to go, I want to really, what can I do? What can I learn? I want you to passionately go out there with that dream and start working on it with so much passion. I want you to increase your belief by working on that dream so that you can achieve something that is going to increase your belief. If you failed in that particular dream, I want you to look at the strategy that you used. Did I use other strategies? Here's the thing about strategies. You have to go out there and you have to work on them. Sometimes it will take a second attempt to find a strategy. Sometimes it will take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sometimes even 20 times before you find a strategy that works for you. I want you to go out there, find that strategy. And the fourth element, why are you doing the things that you're doing? Why do you really want that dream so much? What is it? What is it going to give you in your life if you achieve that goal? How is your life going to be like in the next 5, 10 years if you're going to achieve that goal? When I set a goal as a high school failure, as a 16-year-old high school failure, I looked at what my life can be in the next 8 years if I achieved my goal. And you know what I had in my head? I said, if I achieved my goal, I will be a university graduate, I will have first class honors, and 2 years after graduating from university, I'll probably buy my own house. In 2013, I did graduate with first class honors. In 2015, 4 months shy of my 25th birthday, I moved into this house. That was my dream. I was passionate about my dream. I truly believed I could achieve it. I used different strategies to get me here. And this dream was the rod and staff that comforted me in difficult times. And I want you to know it's not where you are that matters, it's where you're going. It's not where you've come from that matters, it's what is in front of you that matters. You can create something special. You can create a wonderful and better life. You can create a better future. Just the last thoughts this evening. One thing that kept me really passionate, believing, changing strategies, and focusing on my why was this hope for a better tomorrow. One thing that I had when I was struggling before my high school exams was this belief that tomorrow was going to be a better day. Tomorrow is going to be the day that my life changes. And I truly believed that the next day was going to be the day, that tomorrow was going to be the day that my life would change. My friends, with the right strategy, with passion about that goal, with a belief in your own abilities, with the right strategies, and knowing why you're doing that particular thing, nothing is ever going to stop you. Nothing is ever going to stop you. No one is ever going to hold you back. People will talk. People will try and say things about you because people see you for what you are right now. People never see you for what you can be. I always say, if you look at a man or a woman for what they are right now, they can never achieve anything great. But if you look at them for what they could be, they always achieve greatness. So stop looking at yourself for what you are right now and start looking at yourself on what you can be if you work on your dreams. I had a dream that life can be great one day. And today, I share my story with you. I share my strategies with you because I believed that in the hope for a better tomorrow. If you can do it, if I can do it, so can you. If I can take my life to this level, so can you. I am just an ordinary boy from Luansha town who went to Uteko Basic School, Ron Antelope, Mutanda High School in Solwezi, and then moved here and then struggled. But my willingness to transform my life has brought me to where I am right now. And I truly believe you can achieve something special. Because as I always say, you are designed for accomplishment, you're engineered for success, and you're endowed with the seed of greatness. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you've taken something that is going to help you with something that you're going to use in your life, something that's going to make you think about your dreams, think about your life, think about where you can take your life. And I hope it will really help in transforming your life and see the possibilities in front of you. And that is my aim for coming to you every Thursday to just share some of the lessons I've learned, some of the lessons that really transformed my life. Later on, the TV Bakwetu crew are going to be back, and they're going to be talking about the political landscape in Zambia at the moment. So they'll probably be here at 2200 hours Zambian time. So if you can tune in and see what is in store. And also they are also back tomorrow. I think they're back tomorrow at 21:30, if I'm not mistaken. So also tune in. And I think we're live most days. So just tune in and see what the crew are going to share with you. So I will be back next Thursday, 2100 hours, and next week. And next week, a topic is what will make your boat go faster. So many people said goals and so many people said dreams. And I want to explore in something. How can you really achieve the goal? Think about the things that are going to get you closer to the things that you want. So join me next Thursday at 2100 with the topic, will it make your boat go faster? This has been Frank Saliki with Thursday Night's Motivation with Frank Saliki on TV Bakwetu saying good night and God bless you.